So this time, the last of the figures that I've gotten right now from Wave 14 of the DC Universe Classics, the Walmart exclusive wave, we're going to take a look at Kamandi. And Kamandi, of course, comes from the great imagination of Jack Kirby. Taking a look at the back of his package here, you see the biography and the statistics, as well as the other figures in the wave: Kamandi, Todd Rice, Obsidian, Tyr, Gold, Hourman, Zatanna, and Green Lantern, as well as the Collect and Connect. So yeah, he's got this pretty long hair. It's nice and soft and rubbery, so you do still get some articulation, but not fully. Yeah, he's kind of a little silly, running around in these torn jean shorts and his what looks like, I like to think of as handmade Italian boots with zippers on them. He is kind of funny looking, but I think there's something about him, maybe just because he's a Kirby creation and he's so wacky that and crazy that it works. Now, the paint job is pretty good. Nice skin tone. I mean, all we got is the skin tone, the details on the belt here that he has, the jeans, and his boots. So, yeah, there's not much to the paint job, but, it's pretty good. There are some highlights or shadows on his body. There's also some bleed over from the pants to his legs, but from a distance you don't really notice it, so there's not really too much to complain about there. He comes with a lot of accessories. Comes with 3 weapons, 2 of which he can hold in his hands. He's got this machine gun type rifle weapon, a small pistol-like weapon, which unfortunately came a little bit bent in the packaging. And he comes with this holstered pistol. He cannot hold this weapon in his other hand. Well, I guess he can, but it's prone to slipping out there. This hand is sculpted with a little gap in between his index finger and middle finger, so you can slip the trigger guard over his over the finger, and he can hold it like that. But if you notice from the side here, he doesn't have a full grip on it, and so that too can tend to lean forward a little bit. And in addition to all his weapons, he comes with a pin, as well as the main torso of the Collect and Connect figure of the Ultra Humanite. So, a little bit of history on this guy. You may not know how Kamandi started as a comic book series. Carmen Infantino, the one of the editors at DC, wanted to make a Planet of the Apes comic, but he lost the license to Marvel Comics, who I guess outbid him. So he went to Kirby, who combined an old, unused strip idea for a comic strip with a similar story that he wrote for Harvey Comics. And thus was born the World of Kamandi, or the Great Disaster. And in this world, the Great Disaster has befallen and basically wiped out the human race. And humanity now struggles to exist, now savage or made slaves to the new races that popped up in the wake of the Great Disaster. And many of these are sentient bipedal humanoids that have evolved from this intelligence-enhancing drug that affected animals. So you have now races that look like cats, the great cats. You have races that look like gorillas. You have anthropomorphic, all anthropomorphic, able to speak and talk and think, and have opposable thumbs, but still retain animalistic qualities like teeth and claws and fur. Kamandi, who was raised by his grandfather in a bunker named Kamandi, that's where he gets his name from, obviously, and he learned in the bunker all about the old Earth. And when his grandfather dies, he leaves the bunker to seek out other outposts of the humans, or intelligent humans. And he goes out, and he, because of his morals taught to him by his grandfather, he makes many allies among the animal races. And we later learn that his grandfather was Buddy Blank, aka the OMAC. So that future happens, and then it eventually develops into Kamandi's future. Both of those futures are part of an alternate Earth 1 future. And when Crisis on Infinite Earths happen, that timeline is erased, and he becomes another character known as Tommy Tomorrow. However, in Infinite Crisis, you find out that there is a Kamandi bunker built under the ruins of Bloodhaven, and during the events of Countdown, the DCU version of Buddy Blank takes his grandson there, and they move to Earth 51, where a great disaster happens, and they reach that Earth's Kamandi bunker. So, thus bringing back the Kamandi future into possibility, at least in one world of the multiverse. So, and being a pretty obscure character, aside from those recent appearances, he hasn't really had a series in a while. He's had a couple of appearances on the Batman Brave and the Bold television show. So, they are trying to get him back out there, I guess. So, I think if you're not really a big Kirby fan, or a fan of the actual character, I don't think he's really a must-have for the line. But, quite an interesting figure, and he certainly, if you put him next to all the rest of the Kirby creations that have been released as figures, he makes a nice addition. Just another one of the crazy ideas that Kirby had, and it seemed like only he could actually carry out. Although lots of people have tried. So anyway, that'll be it for now. That's all the figures I have. If you notice, I'm missing two. The Superpowers figure in this collection, Tyr, who is also a Legion of Superheroes villain, and the Metal Man Gold. So hopefully I'll be able to find two of those guys, or at the least the Gold figure, so I can have a complete collect and connect figure of Ultra Humanite. So stay tuned for my next review, which will be on the Green Lantern classic figure Kyle Rayner. And until then, see ya.